Hey guys, this is Cody from Nicrit, and today we're going to go over how to make this really cute Tinybucks Tim amigurumi. Tinybucks Tim is from a playthrough done by Markiplier of Amnesia, a late night drink. So I have followed Markiplier for a while, like honestly probably way before he was like 1 million subs. It's been years, like I don't remember how long, but I remember early on, like even before he had the whole video thing popping up. Yeah, it's been a while. And he's kind of always inspired me, and in fact inspired me being able to do my YouTube channel and all the work that I've been putting out on my Nicrit channel, and now hopefully soon I'm going to be posting things on the Things Your Sister Says channel as well, so be on the lookout for that. But he inspired me, and I wanted to just give back to the community that inspired me to make my YouTube channel. So I'm making a cute, in my own way, my cute little Tinybucks Tim amigurumi, and hopefully everybody likes it, and I'm really excited about it, and I absolutely love it. It's really great having a YouTube channel and being able to vent my creativity and give it an outlet where people can see it. And I've been getting so many supportive comments about like, oh, I love this amigurumi that you've made here, or hey, can you help me with this? I've been really struggling with this kind of amigurumi thing, and it's just really nice. And being inspired myself, I wanted to give back. And so, without further ado, here's a Tinybucks Tim amigurumi. For this project, you're going to need the largest amount. You're going to need probably about half a skein of Vanna's Choice cream yarn. You're going to need very little of the brown yarn so that you can do the edges, and an exceptionally small amount of black yarn, probably about 10 yards or so. You're also going to need a size J or 6mm crochet hook. I'm using a Susan Bates crochet hook, a darning needle, some scissors for cutting. You're going to want one with a decent edge because we are cutting felt with these, and you want precise edges. You're going to want a glue gun so that you can glue on your face, some puffy paint. I'm using brown, but also tan probably would work if that's what you have on hand. You're also going to need white felt, teal or blue felt, red felt, and some pink felt. You can either use the pink for the tongue or for the mustache version of this as well. Alright, let's get started. Alright, starting out, you're going to want to make a magical ring and place 4 single crochets inside of your magical ring. If you have any questions on how to make a magical ring, we have tutorials down below in the description on the magical ring versus the chain ring method. I'm definitely using the magical ring for such a cute little tiny thing. Alright, once you've got your 4 single crochets on your piece here, you're going to want to put 3 single crochets within each of these stitches. So ignore that. We're going to put 3 single crochets in each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You should end up with 12 stitches at the end. And I will see you when we get there. Alright, so we have our 12 stitches on our piece right now. You're going to notice that it's already starting to look like it's got little corners here. Every corner here, we're going to put 3 single crochets in every single edge going outward, and we're going to just single crochet the rest. So right now we're just going to single crochet 1 and then add 3 single crochets inside this edge piece here, and we're going to just keep doing that. I like to take my tail and pull it through this final piece here, this final 3 single crochet increase, and make it so that I can tell where my ending is. You can just do that with a simple stitch marker as well. I just lose those all the time, and I find that this is a lot easier. So we're just going to put a single crochet inside this piece here, and then over here we're going to put 3 single crochets. We're going to also put a single crochet on the other side because we basically put the single crochet here, increased single crochet, and that's why we did that. And we're just continuing to make edges and corners for our square. So let's put 3 single crochets in that one, and then we're going to put another single crochet here. So for this, we're putting 1 single crochet, increase, 1 single crochet, and we're going to do that for all of the edges here. And each time we're adding a single crochet to the middle sides of our edges. We're adding 1 on either side. So the next round we're going to be doing 2 single crochets, edge, 2 single crochets, 2 single crochets, edge, 2 single crochets. And I'm also going to post a nice little description right up here or so, and I also have a written pattern down in Ravelry in the description if you have any questions. This might seem a little confusing, and as soon as I get a couple rows in, I'll describe to you what to do next. and we're gonna wanna make 6 of these. I'll be right back when I get to the end of this round. We reached our edge here, right over where we put our tail. We put 3 single crochets in that piece, and then we also went past that and put a single crochet because we're doing 1 single crochet, increase 1 single crochet. And now you'll see that we have 1 additional single crochet here. So we're gonna do 2 single crochets, add our increase of 3 on that edge, do 2, and then continue that all the way around until we get back to the beginning here. And you'll do 2 single crochets after your increase when we get all the way back to the beginning there. So 2 single crochets, increase 2 single crochets, 2 single crochets, increase 2 single crochets, 2 single crochets, increase 2 single crochets, 2 single crochets, increase 2 single crochets. So keep doing that all the way around until you get back to the beginning. And then the next round after that, we're gonna do 3 single crochets, increase 3 single crochets all the way around, 4 single crochets, increase 4 single crochets all the way around, 5 single crochets, increase 5 single crochets all the way around. And then you're going to want to slip into your work, take it off, and slip in and stitch in all your tails so that they're all hidden. I like cutting it on the other side, and I like leaving a small, tiny little bit of a tail on the end there, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I'll show you when I get there when it comes to slipping off and all that stuff. So until now, you're gonna want to get it so that it's 10 stitches on the side plus your edges here. And every time you do a 3 single crochet, you're creating a nice little edge here that makes it very boxy, and you're on your way. I'll be back. So we have finished our piece here. We got up to the point where we were doing 5 single crochet our edge, 5 single crochet around each edge, and you'll notice that there's a little bit of an X formation here. That won't really show up that badly when you have your polyfill. It's fairly simple to take care of. Okay, so we slip stitched right here into our work, and now we're going to take it from the front and darning our needle and push it through here, and then we're just going to go around back here. That will be fine when we start doing our single crochets around. Don't worry. And we just tuck away our tails, and when that's done, I'll show you how we assemble all 6 of our pieces into our cube. So we've made 6 of these pieces total, and next up I'm going to show you how we line them up and attach them all into this nice little box shape. So here we're going to want to take 4 of them and seam them up the side here by single crocheting them together on the sides, and we're going to take 4 of them and make it so that it's in the cube shape. We're making a nice little box, and we're going to put it into this nice little box shape. So we're going to take one of these bad boys and put them on top, and we're going to single crochet up the side and single crochet up the side while taking the other 2 along there and single crochet them along the base there. So I'll show you how we single crochet them along the side here. So now we're lining up our piece here, and we've got our quarter edge right there, and then I've got our corner edge on the other side. We're going to want to slip our needle through that edge, try to keep them straight there, if I can anyway, if I can, and go through the second one over there. We're going to take our brown yarn and slip that with a nice decent tail on there, slip it through and chain, and now we're going to go back in, same 2, slip in and do a single crochet. And now you'll notice that over here we have another one that we can go in, and then the next one, and then we just single crochet all the way up like that. So I'll wrap and go through the next one, go through the next one, wrap and go through. And when we get all the way back to our other corner here, so the middle stitch between our 3 cluster there and our middle stitch on the 3 cluster there, we're going to want to slip stitch into that and tie off. And then afterwards I'll show you how we take our tails and we just sew up along the base there. Pretty good. Alright, I'll get that done on this side and on that side, and I'll show you what to do next. When you're done crocheting up all your sides with 4 of your pieces at this point, you should have something that looks very similar to this. It's a little big. So next up, after you've done all your pieces, I'm going to want to take your tails here, and you're going to stitch it up along the seam here, just a little past halfway, and then do the same for the other side, a little past halfway, and cut your tails. When you're done with that, then we'll begin the top and the bottom. Okay, so now we have tucked in all of our tails, and everything is all nice and sewn and seamed up. And next up, we're going to want to take one of our 2 remaining squares and put it on top here. We're going to attach it by taking our brown yarn, and we're going to just at a random angle right before on the right of here, we're going to slip our crochet hook in there, and we're going to slip into the one before the next corner. So we're matching them up, and I'm going to take my yarn and slip it. I'm gonna take my yarn and slip it through. You'll notice there's a small tail here. I'm gonna tuck that tail on the inside here. Actually, I'm gonna pull a little more so I have a nice long tail for sewing. And now I'm going to skip over and go into the top crochet of my final piece right here. It's a little tight, so that's going to be a little hard. That's essentially what I want to do. So that took a little bit more to get through that last stitch. You might want to do that a little later when you're going through there. You're going to want to go through your corner here, which is your corresponding piece, and you're going to want to, I'm going to want to bring my yarn up front real quick on that side. There we go. Pull that through, both of them. There we go. Oh, that was my cat. Hello. Alright, so now you're going to want to keep going around and single crocheting all your corresponding pieces all along here, keeping in mind that this little part right here goes on each of your exact edge pieces here, so all of your corners are attached that way. And you're going to keep doing that all the way around. When you've finished your top, this is what you should have afterwards. It's all single crocheted around, and you've gone over here so it goes over a little bit. Now, you're going to want to do the same on your bottom. We're going to want to stuff before it's completely closed. When you're done stuffing, you should have something that looks very similar to this. You've got the basis for your little biscuit, and I'm going to show you how to do his little doodly arms and his little tiny hands that extend off that. And I will be back when that's done, and after that we'll do his face. Okay, so next up we are making our little noodly appendage on the side. You're going to want to start out by making a magical ring and single crocheting 6 inside of it. Next step after that, you're going to want to put 2 single crochets in your first stitch, and then single crochet, 2 single crochets, single crochet, single crochet. So increase, 2 single crochets, increase, 2 single crochets, and I will be so 2 in here, 1, and then 1, and then repeat with 2 single crochets, 1 and 1, and I will see you when that's done. Next up, we're just going to want to single crochet around for 2 rounds, and I will see you on round 5, where we're going to make the thumb. Cute little digit there. So we have single crocheted for 2 rounds, and now we are working on round 5. We're going to make the thumb gusset. So here, you're going to want to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. You're going to skip over that last chain, and we're going to single crochet into those 2 first chains. I can do it right. Alright, and now you're going to want to go back to your first here, single crochet into it, and then you're going to want to single crochet all the way around, and I will show you how to attach the noodly appendage. So now that we've gone back to our thumb here, we're going to want to skip over and slip stitch our work here, and then we're going to go across here and slip stitch into the one across. That was my phone. And now we're going to want to take our black yarn. All the phones are going off now. There we go. It was a little tangled. Alright, now we're going to want to go through with our black yarn. That's what I like to do. And I leave a nice long tail so that I can sew it in, and I slip it through those 2 stitches. And now I'm just going to chain for about 3 inches, or until it's the length that you want your little noodly arms. I do it for 3 inches because I don't think that they should be that absurdly long. And I'll be right back. So now that you've done your chains, this took me about 14 chains to get the length that I wanted. You're going to want to find a side that you want your arms to be on. Every side's the same, so I'm choosing this to be my face because I like it the best. And then I'm going to go on either side of the crochets here, and I'm going to stick my needle in. I know, it looks a little weird, but I promise it'll be a little bit, it is a little weird, but it'll be fine. You're going to want to slip stitch in, and then if I could get my yarn to actually do what it's supposed to do. Slip stitch in, there we go, and then single crochet through there, and then I just do a quick little chain, and I put my tail, tuck my tail in, and that's all there is to it. Next up, we're gonna work on the face and its cute little button nose. In my version, it's gonna be a bit more of an anime-ish eye than usual, and I'm going to add a cute little mustache. I'll see you there. So we glued everything on. As you can tell, I went with the mouth because I thought it was too irresistibly cute. And next up, we're going to want to take our brown or tannish colored puffy paint, and we're going to want to go over the center with a slight little bit of an oval. It's really tiny. It shouldn't cover up the entirety of your little magical ring here. I'll show you in a second. So So this is where I like to be super careful. So I'm going to be super careful here and try really hard not to mess this up, because Puffy Paint and me don't always get along. It likes to, you know, go everywhere. I always try really hard to make it so that the lines are smooth and that I'm not like dragging it over everything. And that's pretty much it. And once you get your nose all done, then you are all done with your little biscuit. Just let that dry. Alright, if you like this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe to our channel. We post weekly all these different types of crocheted and knit tutorials on how to make geeky stuff, as well as boot cuffs and tons of different stuff. Be on the lookout next week for when we're going to be posting our Five Nights at Freddy's first tutorial on how to do Freddy. And until next time, guys!